Okay, pregnancy and weight gain. I like to say there is no such thing as baby weight. You shouldn't be gaining excess weight for your baby. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your baby. You should be gaining during your pregnancy like 20 to 25 pounds, depending on where you were when you got pregnant. And this is something your doctor will go over with you. For example, if you were underweight, you may need to gain more than that. And if you were overweight, you may not be gaining any weight. You may actually be losing weight during your pregnancy. But if you are a healthy weight, no health issues to begin with, you'll probably gain around 20 or 25 pounds. How do we come up with that number? Well, let's add everything up. You're going to start with the baby. The baby's going to be, between 6 and 10 pounds, okay? That's half of it right there. And then you add amniotic fluid, that's going to be a couple pounds. Placenta, a couple pounds. Your uterine lining is thicker, which is all the blood. Like after your baby, like that lining comes out, like you bleed for 6 weeks. Blood weighs a couple of pounds. Your milk might come in, or just like increased breast tissue, that could be a couple of pounds. You will get an increased layer of fat in your abdomen, particularly. That might be a couple of pounds. Other than that, maybe a little water retention, a couple pounds. It's gonna, if you add up all those numbers that I just mentioned, it's gonna be between 20 and 25 pounds. Oh, and when the baby actually comes out, remember that's almost half of it. 6 to 10 pounds right there is gonna come out of you. And the placenta is going to come out of you. Oh, and all the amniotic fluids. So that's over half of that baby weight is coming out when the baby is born. So you're going to be left with maybe an excess of 5 to 10 pounds if everything goes properly. Yes, your uterine lining will take 6 weeks to fully shed out. The extra layer of fat is what's going to take the longest, but that shouldn't be a ton of weight. Remember, 20-25 pounds tops is what we're looking for. Your milk will add, if you're breastfeeding, it's not going to add that much weight on you for very long. I would say maybe a pound or two, and that's really pushing it. And then like water retention, that's going to go down pretty quickly too. That's all of it. That's all the baby weight you should be gaining. So it should really be coming out with the baby. What happens when we're pregnant? We gain extra weight for a few reasons. First of all, we've been told this lie our whole lives that we're eating for two. You're not eating for two. It takes between 1 and 300 calories extra per day to build a baby. Your first trimester, you probably shouldn't be eating any extra calories. And then second and third trimester, 1 to 300. What does that look like? 100 calories is like a slice of bread, and 300 calories is half of a grilled cheese sandwich. It's not very much food. It's not as much food as you think about when you think 300 calories. It's very little. Like a couple of tablespoons of peanut butter, a Greek yogurt with some almonds in it. It's very, very little food. If you just add in a snack or a very small meal during your day, you're going to be getting enough additional calories to fuel your baby. So that's the first reason, is that we're overeating because we think we need literally double. Some women are literally eating double the amount of calories because they've been told that they're eating for two. So that's rule 1. You are going to be having cravings. You're going to be craving sugar because it takes sugar to build cells, to build your baby. That's why you're having these sweet cravings. But here's the thing, your primal brain is the one giving you those cravings, and that part of your brain doesn't know that if they send a sugar craving, you're going to go eat ice cream, which has no benefits for the baby. Your brain wants you to eat like blueberries and fruit, natural sugars, things that come from nature, that grew in the ground, not refined sugars, not candy, not chocolate chips, not ice cream, definitely not ice cream. Those things are not going to have any benefit for the baby, and they're going to gain a lot of excess weight on you. Oh, did I mention that it's actually easier for you to gain weight right now too because of the higher estrogen levels? Estrogen makes it easy for us to gain weight. And it's also going to increase your chances of getting stretch marks and cellulite. Even more so if you're eating a lot of heavily processed foods. You need to be eating a diet high in vegetables and healthy fats, like an avocado, not saltine crackers and white bread and ice cream. Those things are horrible for your skin, and they're going to increase your chances of stretch marks and cellulite. You're also just going to gain weight. Empty calories are not going to help you build your baby, and they're going to leave you with a lot of extra weight at the end of your pregnancy, the baby weight. You are getting cravings too, like you have this false sense of hunger all the time, because again, your primal brain is just trying to get you to eat and eat and eat to help feed the baby. They don't know that you can go to the grocery store whenever you want. They don't know that you do know where your next meal is coming from, that you're not like a hunter-gatherer and you're gonna eat and you don't know when your next meal is going to arrive. You don't need to store food anymore. You can eat throughout the day, small meals. Don't listen to that part of your brain. So when you get hungry, you need to really evaluate, am I hungry, or is this a hunger signal? So if you're like, yeah, like I just ate a few hours ago, you know, I've kind of been keeping a food journal. I have an idea of how many calories I need in a day, and I think I'm good, but I still feel like I'm starving. Well, there's some things you can do. I talk about it all the time, but make sure you're hydrated. If you're pregnant, you're dehydrated. Dehydration actually feels a lot like hunger. So try drinking a glass of water first, and that hunger may go away. Another great thing is infused water. Sometimes lemon and herbs in your water can help calm those hunger cravings. Sometimes it can even satisfy cravings, particularly if you're craving something sweet or savory. Those two things I mentioned, fruit in your water, sweet, and herbs in your water, savory, they can calm your cravings, and you're not taking in any additional calories, and you're hydrating yourself. I'm not telling you to starve yourself, and I'm not telling you to drink water instead of eating. What I'm telling you is to really think about this logically. Do you need to eat? Or are you just getting hunger signals that are probably from some primal part of your brain who wants you to fatten up because you don't know when you're getting your next meal? These are things to think about if you don't want to gain extra weight during pregnancy, because again, there is no such thing as baby weight. The baby comes out, and the baby comes out and takes most of that extra weight with you. 20 to 25 pounds. You've heard your doctor say that before. 20 to 25 pounds. That's normal. Add up everything I talked about. The baby, the placenta, the uterine lining, the amniotic fluid, the milk. And again, you will get a little bit of extra fat around your abdomen. That's normal. Maybe 5 pounds extra after your baby comes out is what you should have. Okay. There's no such thing as baby weight. Knowledge, bitches.